Hey, welcome back. I'm going to just admit as we start this video here that sometimes I overdo it. This may or may not be an example of that. Yeah, it is. All right, I had the Winterblade Factor. Ooh, huh, look at that. A box. Another box. Let me just make sure I don't have any private info on here. Boom. What's this? Cool. Wreck, River Ridge. They got some Winterblade Factors in, and I had Factors. True. However, I got them secondhand, and I wanted to see what it might be like if I got them brand new and continue the experiment of the Factor. I'll leave this up here. I thought they did a really nice job on that drop. So we got a blue and black and a black and green, and I sold my used ones that I had gotten secondhand, we'll call it. I got them on the pre-owned market. Oh, cool. So it's the same box inside. That's great. I was concerned at first maybe it didn't come with that same box. But actually this is even better because this is like separate. You don't have to like jam it in here. So this is great. All right, let's do one at a time just so things don't get mixed up. Just start with this one. I don't even know which one it was. Black and green. But some of them had the magnets swapped, and I don't know. Call me a fanatic, but I did seem to notice a difference in how they sort of sounded. And wanted to see if I got just one of my own, a nice new one here, if maybe the sound might be better, worse, etc. So let's get into it and see what we think. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh, nice long ring on that one. Action is great. The knife looks great. Gosh, it's always really nice when you can just get something and know you're the first one to own it. So that's it. I wanted to get a couple of these, see how they performed new. I do definitely see this one has a really nice ring on it. Okay, so experiment part 1 is concluded. That is great. Let's get this back in here, and then we will take out the second one and see if we'll get some scientific evidence here. It'll never be fully scientific, but what I'm trying to understand is when people take them apart, and I had a couple of them that were taken apart that had the other magnets put in, they didn't seem to ring as much. So I want to see how these brand new ones perform. I had 3 other ones that had not been taken apart, and they all rang really nicely. So yeah, love this blue here. You can get that with gray or green also, but I like this blue with black combo. Okay, and that one has perfect ring too. Oops. So I don't know, but I would say be careful if you take it apart, how you put it back together. Make sure you follow his instructions really well. Because if you put it back together wrong, you might actually be compromising the sound. You know, I talked with Brian at Winterblade a little, probably one of the coolest makers out there right now, for being, you know, like a one-man shop that is the engineer and owner and everything. Like, amazing guy that he can actually take the time to respond to messages and stuff so well, like same day response every time to me, which is amazing. I think I've heard from multiple people that they've had a similar experience. And he says if you get it all back together correctly and really tight, make sure all the screws and everything are tight, it should all work. So Yeah, these are awesome. Super stoked to have been able to get a couple of these that I was the first owner of. Oops, I meant to do the opposite here. And add those to the collection. I have one silver one left. I literally got rid of 4 of them, 2 on trade, 2 on sale. And so I have these 2 plus a silver one. Boom, keep left. And I'm obviously a big fan. I think these are super cool knives. Actually, you know what is sort of interesting? I think it's kind of missed on these a little bit, and then you don't really notice it, which is interesting also, is the size. Some of my buddies and I in a Facebook chat were talking about the size of the knife the other day. It is really a fairly small knife. Let's pull out a quick, where's my tape measure? Quick tool to quick tape measure. Where did it go? Had it here a minute ago. There it is. I'm gonna get this guy out of the way here. But it is maybe something that not a lot of people notice, but you know, pretty small, like you got a 3-inch-ish blade, and the cutting edge is just over, you know, 2.625, I'd say. And the whole knife, about 7 inches. So definitely compact in the package here. Man, these things are cool. I'm really excited for the Mirage, which should be coming out in coming months here too. That's going to be really neat. I think kind of on the next level in terms of how it deploys and everything like that, where you can just use the button to deploy it. I think that's a really cool design. So yeah, very excited to have this, to get both of these. So thank you to River's Edge Cutlery and to Brian at Winterblade for just being phenomenal in his service and in his attitude towards his customers. Really a big fan of the brand, of the product. It's not for everyone. It's a little bit polarizing, but I'm just so excited for what's to come from Winterblade over time. The guy's innovation is on another level, and you know, it's one of those guys I'd love to go grab a beer with, just a good human. So I think that's all for now. Really glad this experiment worked out and kind of, I don't want to say validated, but like, it's definitely not validated, but I got what I wanted at the end of the day. That's what makes me happy, is I got a couple of these with a really nice ting to them, which is something that I really like about it. As Brian says, that's not something guaranteed with the knife. So it's something that is a byproduct of the design. I'll be interested to hear from you all if you've either not taken it apart, etc. You know, what you found with that beautiful little noise that comes out of it. The knife stands on its own. It's awesome, but it's just become something I've become a little bit obsessed with. So excuse my nerdiness and my obsession with the ting. But it is something that has become kind of a cool element of this knife to me, and something I'm really into. So all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.